Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to write a program for this pattern. We are going to see what is the logic to write a program of this star pattern. Once we understand the logic, then we can implement the program of this pattern in any language, whether it's C, JavaScript, Java, Python or etc. But the logic of this star pattern is a bit different than the previous two videos of the star code pattern, that is of first and second. There are one more point we have to remember. So let's begin our point to remember while writing the program of this pattern. The first point is that we have to identify how many number of rows and columns will be there so that we can loop through them easily. We have to always remember for these kinds of star patterns, the number of rows and number of columns are equal to the number of lines. In this example, we can see there are 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3. So the number of rows and number of columns will be equal to 3. If there are 5 number of lines, then the rows and columns will be equal to 5. So this is our first point. Number of rows and number of columns are equal to number of lines. Next, now we have to understand here something. If you have seen the previous video of star code, you must have remembered that we were looping like R1, R2 and R3. But for this code or for this pattern, we are going to loop in the reverse order for the number of rows like R3, R2 and R1. This was the point that is being changed from the previous two videos. We are going to loop in a reverse order for number of rows R3, R2 and R1. So this is the point we have to remember here. And the next point we have to discuss is that when we are going to leave it empty and when we are going to put an asterisk in the cell. So when we are going to put an asterisk, whenever the number of row is equal to number of column, or whenever the number of column is equal to number of row, then we are going to put an asterisk. And whenever the number of column is greater than number of row, then we are going to put an asterisk. If that is not the case, then we are going to leave the cell empty. Means the value of column is less than the value of row. Then we are going to leave it empty. So for this example, like for R3, C1 is less than R3, we have to leave it empty. C2 is less than R3, we have to leave it empty. C3 is equal to R3, we will put an asterisk. For R2, C1 is less than R2, leave it empty. C2 is equal to R2, put an asterisk. C3 is greater than R2, put an asterisk. Okay. This way it will go for R1 also. This is the pseudocode for this pattern. Now we are going to understand this pseudocode line by line. First line says that we have to make a function that is called print state pattern, which is going to access some number of lines. Number of lines can be 5, 2, 3, whatever. After that, we are going to loop through number of rows, but we have to remember that we are looping for rows in a reverse order. We are looping like if the number of lines are 3, then we have to loop like R3, R2 and R1. So here we have seen that from R equals to number of lines to 1. After that, we are going to make a variable that is called str. We are going to assign it with an empty string. Then we are going to loop for number of columns. Number of columns will be looped from 1 to number of lines C1, C2, C3 if the number of lines are 3. Then we are going to check if the column number is greater than or equal to row number. If it is the case, then we are going to append the value of str with asterisk. Else we are going to append the value of str with empty string. Okay. Once the loop of column is completed, then we are going to print the value of str. Okay, so we have seen that once the loop is completed, so we have not discussed this case. So this was the case that if we reach the end of the column, then we are going to print the row value, or we are going to print this whole row. Once we reach the C3, then we are going to print this whole row. Then we are going to move to the R2 row. And for this also, if we reach the C3, then we are going to print this row, then going to move forward with the R1 row. So this was the case for here. Once the loop for column is over, then we are going to print the value of str variable. So this was the pseudocode of this pattern. Now we are going to move forward with the implementation of it with the help of this pseudocode. Now we are going to implement this pseudocode in the VS Code editor. So we are using the VS Code editor for writing a program of the pattern. If you don't know anything about VS Code, so we have made a video of VS Code for beginners. You can watch the video. The link for the video is given in the description. If you want to know more about the VS Code extension also, the link for the video is also given in the description. So do check out the description for the video's link. Now let's begin with the implementation of the pattern. So the first line of the pseudocode say that we have to make a function. So we are going to make a function. Name of the function will be print str pattern, and it will access some number of lines. After that, we have to loop for number of rows. So we are going to loop for rows for let r equals to num lines, because we are going to reverse the order of number of rows. R is greater than equal to 1, r minus minus. Then in the pseudocode, we have seen that we have to make a variable with the name of str. Name can be anything of the variable. For example, we are taking str. Let str is equals to empty string. After that, we are going to loop for number of columns. So for let c is equals to 1, c less than equals to num lines c plus plus. Once we have done this loop, we are going to check if the value of c is greater than or equal to r, then we are going to append the string variable with the asterisk. If it is not, then we are going to append the value of string with empty value or empty string. So check if c is greater than or equal to r, concatenate the string value with asterisk. Else, if this is not the case, then str concatenate with empty string. Okay. At the last, we have to print the value of string variable. So once the loop for column is over, then after that we are going to print the value of string variable str. Okay. So we have finished all the pseudocode lines and we have written the program of the print str pattern. So this is the program for this str pattern. Now we are going to test it with the help of some examples. Let's take print str pattern then pass it with 3 values and save the code. Firstly format it and save it and go back in the terminal, pull up, write node, file name is str, hit enter, and we can see the output is similar to this diagram. Now test it with another value like 10. Save the code, run the command again and hit enter. Now we can see what kind of pattern will look when the number of lines are 10. Okay, so the code is running fine. It is testing all the test cases. So this is our code, or this is our program for this pattern. Okay, a bonus tip is that we can reduce this number of lines into a single line. How we can reduce it? By using the ternary operator. So we can just delete this and write str plus equals to and say check the condition c is greater than or equal to r. If it is, then append it with asterisk. If it is not, then put an empty value and save the thing and test it again with some other values like 5. Pull up the terminal, go back, space, and run the same similar command. Hit enter and we can see the code is running fine with this line, and we can see that code is running fine. So this is how we have reduced some number of lines with a single line. So always, whenever you write a program and it is working, try to refactor it. Refactor it means see whether there are number of lines can be reduced or not. So this was the code, or this was the program for this pattern. If you like the video, do share the videos to others, subscribe the channel, it is free. If there are any doubts, any suggestions, any feedback for the videos, write it down in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video.